much do you miss the hair?
How much do I miss the hair? I enjoy the hair most when I watch the movie.
Was it fun to wear?
Oh, it's fine. It's cool. It makes the character happen. I like getting to play a character that's far from who I am, and the hair really helped do that. I'd always get caught in my armor.
And you take it home with you probably too and find it on the couch?
The hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess, yeah, sometimes.
What was the last meaningful scene you filmed for this? We always ask you the last scene, but I think it'd be more interesting to ask you the most meaningful last scene.
The last meaningful scene that I shot was with Orlando.
The one at the end?
Yeah, the one at the end of the movie. That it's a real scene for the fans that kind of help bridge the Lord of the Rings to the Hobbit. It's a scene about my wife and his mother, who's not a part of the movie but in memory.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Wow. So obviously people take things from the set, but I want to know what you'd like Peter Jackson to give you for Christmas from the set. You know those things they don't let out of the.
I don't want Peter Jackson to give me for Christmas. Lake Town was full of so many incredible props. It was like full of like the coolest things. Like, that whole set is absolutely real. So I guess I'll, take a memory of that. Because that was one of the when I came to set for the first time, I visited that one, and I was like, whoa, this is like a real movie. This is a pretty serious movie.
Who would you like to see a spin-off with?
I'm sorry.
Like a spin-off, like a fantasy Hobbit spin-off. Maybe a Smog prequel.
I'd like to see what goes on with the orcs, like an Angmar, like the Chronicles of Angmar, comedies of Angmar, the Angmar comedies. Yeah.
Finally, when you start season 2 of *Halt and Catch Fire*, you're already filming?
We start shooting in January. Really excited to get back there. I know the writers are working on some cool stories, and I love playing that character, so I'm really grateful for a second season.
Do you like the 80s? Is that a fun time as an actor to explore? It's period, which is really weird to think of.
It's not. I guess it is a period, but it's not that distant past, really. The 80s. I'm basically playing my father when he was my age, which is an interesting opportunity, and it's a very complicated time in our history. It's kind of so recent history that we're still forming our perspectives on what the time was, what really happened, what it means to us now, So, I find it fascinating, and I'm really glad that we get a chance to keep working on it.
Lee, I had one last question. I forgot about it. What's the most awkward, fan moment you had with a Hobbit fan? Like fan encounter?
The most awkward fan.
Yeah.
The fans are really sweet. They're so kind of detail oriented. This weekend in Toronto, there were these two girls who one had made a complete Thranduil costume and another one had made a complete Legolas costume, and they just knew everything. They knew everything about the story. They were telling me things about. Hey, Graham, how you doing? You look fantastic, man.
You too, man.
You look really cool.
Oh, lost my voice.
They made the costume.
Yeah, they made the costumes, but then they were telling me things about my character that I didn't know, and I had done, so much research on this. But they, like I said, they knew things that I didn't even consider about the character, because they've just done not only research, but had like major scholarly discussions about it.
It was awkward on your side then.
I'm sorry?
The awkward moment was for you because they knew more than you did, maybe?
Yeah, a little bit.
Awesome.
But that's what, the Hobbit, Lord of the Rings fans are. Like, they know these stories. They know them.
Yeah.
Know everything about them.
This is Kelly and Alex.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Good. How are
Nice to meet
you?
Good.
I'm Kelly. So
Nice to meet
you might have seen us in a certain video.
Oh, I do. That's exactly what it was. I absolutely remember that. I remember how that came about, that we kind of did the reply.
Just a little. That was a little cool for us.
Yeah, it was really fun. Who was it we were sitting with? We were kind of in a tent. We were shooting up at Dale. I remember that. We saw your video. I think it was actually Evangeline who said, you have to see this video. It's very sweet. Coming out the first trailer, right? For the first movie, right?
Oh, wait, it was Desolation.
Oh, it was a trailer? Yeah. And we watched it, and I was like, we should totally do a response to this video. Huh? Well, I forget how it came out, but I remember like going into the tent and saying to Peter, we should do this, and he was like, okay, we'll do it at Rap today, and then he was like, at Rap, he was like, "Come on in, let's do it real quick." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I gotta get out of costume. I can't do this in my costume. It's gonna give everything away. We can't, you know what I mean?" He was like, "No, we're doing it right now." So we did.
So good.
Thank you so much for doing that. That like we were
That made
tripping.
our, like, you're so
Yeah, it was, no, I'd emailed Fran. That's what it was. I was like, we should do a video of us watching them watching us. And Fran was like, yes.
People have called it Hobbitception because it's like a video within a video within a video.
It's ridiculous. It's amazing.
Totally.
Okay, so I have a question. If Thranduil could go clubbing, what would he wear? Who would he go with? How would he dance, you know?
I don't know. Part of me thinks he's not much of a dancer. He's, I don't know. I maybe he was in the first stage, but no longer. I know. He's got a lot of problems that he needs to work through. Maybe dancing would help.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
might. I mean,
Yeah.
The most important question though, what are the names of his two eyebrows?
The names of his two. I'm going to leave that up to you guys. The names of the eyebrows?
you know, they kind of have a little bit of a fan base.
Do you name your eyebrows?
No, but like Thranduil's famous for his eyebrows and he's pretty vain, let's face it.
They're just
one
my
like-
eyebrows, huh?
Thrandu and
I'm going to leave you guys to figure that out.
And we'll ponder it for life.
good talking
Thank
to
you so much.
This is our web series.
Oh, cool. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you again for the video.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Thank you.
One of the things that really stands out about this experience to me is the collaborative nature of what we do. You know, we go on set and we shoot these characters and we, wear these costumes that costume designer has worked so hard to put together on a set that, so many talented people have worked hard to build. Peter Keegan, who did our hair and makeup, he works very hard to create a strong look for the characters, and it just is this very layered kind of collaboration of different people. So we inspire each other, and then at the head of it is the incredible Peter Jackson, who really does make these movies unique and meaningful. I think there's a lot of reasons it's successful all over the world, and it really does play in Japan and Brazil and Iceland and America and Russia. And I think part of it is that the core idea is about this little man who makes it out into the wild world and has impact, and that's kind of a profound idea, and an idea that resonates through languages, through different locations, through different cultures, and it's important to remember. Well, I shoot another season of my television show, *Halt and Catch Fire*, which I'm really looking forward to. And that's another character that I, so determined to get deeper in and figure out more about him. And I hesitate to say get it right, but get closer to right. I don't know what that would be. So I really want to work hard on that. And I don't know. I've been working so much. I kind of want to go to my farm and relax and I don't know, look at the animals. These characters, wear these costumes that costume designers worked so hard to put together on the set.